Here we got water, green tea. What's up? I'm HypeHype. I play games, make games, and everything in between. And we are continuing with the live stream. We'll see how the internet holds up. It's been pretty weak sauce today, and that's okay. Sometimes the internet isn't great, and it just makes you appreciate the internet more when you have it. But let's focus on the game I'm working on right now, which is a remix. The original game was made by Timu. We can still see the visual style that he has left in the game, which is really cool. What we have added is that cool feature right there. It seems like a little bit much, but I like it. And then we got the wheels of the character, added a finish line, and it's slowly coming together. Still a lot to do. And I noticed that it looks like he's the character is a little bit uneven. So let me take a look. We're gonna look at the wheels, and we want to look at the y coordinates. Right now it's at about 5.4. Oh, and also I wanted to update the YouTube. Oh, the YouTube thumbnail is pretty good actually. Oh, is that a thumbnail or? Yeah, I think that's a thumbnail. So that's great. And 5.4. This frame is at a 5.6. Notice the Y. So if the wheel is at a 5.4189 right here, then this is 5.4189. Let's move it down. We want it to be in the center because this vehicle can spin and flip and all that stuff. And we got the rims looking good, and we can even maybe get shorter. I like it. Let's undo. I like that length. So I know I wanted to add some Confetti Blast at the finish line. Now we're gonna move it back. I believe it takes about 25 seconds to complete the map. We're gonna want it to be somewhere around 30 to 45 seconds, but everybody loves confetti. Let's go to object, add particle effect. Where did it go? It's over here. So right now it's in the object. We can't tell, but it's in there. Actually I'm gonna go ahead and put it outside. It's gonna make it easier for me, because I want multiple confetti. So let's go here, and then we want the Confetti Blast. Make sure you turn off the executing, because if you forget to do that, it'll just happen when you turn it on, which is not necessarily what we want. And yeah, so put one there and duplicate. Actually, let me move this down a little bit, and where was it? Oh, here. Collision trigger. When we go here, select the confetti, hit execute on confetti. Oh wait, here. Collision trigger. So this white block is a sensor. Execute on, and this is here kind of just for a visual effect, but I like this. Are these glued together? What is? Okay, let me select that. So this is one block, but for some reason it's multiple blocks. And it looks like there is a collision trigger here. Go ahead and turn that off. We don't need that. So somehow these are all glued to each other. Well, maybe. Why? Okay, so I'm not sure why these are all connected, but that's okay. If I don't know, I'll just go ahead and add my own. Block. Okay, let's go here and let's go ahead and make this. So we got a bunch of different colors, which is cool because I didn't even know you could do that in HypeHype. Oh yeah, I'm using HypeHype to make games, which is a dope app that, oh wait, like this, that lets anybody make games on their phone. We're gonna have this be a dynamic object and go into advanced physical properties, and we want it to be bouncy. I actually like this cube. So I'm gonna go and change this cube to this one. Then we can just change the colors to white and let's go black. Yeah, that looks good. And I'm gonna go ahead and delete this object. Okay, looks like we are good on YouTube, and we'll see how long this lasts for in terms of I've had bad internet today. So I want to put these objects here. So this will trigger game over, but before that happens, snapping to edges, let's try that. I find like sometimes the snapping works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so now when we want to select multiple objects, so zoom in, tap and hold, and then there we go. Okay, so these are all dynamic objects and they don't really do anything, but hopefully they look cool. Let's test it out. Okay, we got that. That was a cool effect that I added earlier today. Oh, definitely want to add some more jumps. Yes, that was cool. I do think we need to add another layer above. Okay, nope, undo. When using the snap to edges, you just got to be careful how you move things around. Okay, that looks good. Oh, we're having some bitrate issues. And if you've been hanging out with me all day, checking out the other videos, I appreciate you. Thank you for bearing through as I deal with the internet connection. Okay, so we got these ramps. Okay, I'm gonna hit reset view, take us to the beginning. This looks good. Oops, undo. Jump. We got characters. Mess with the Pebble Road later. Kind of want to add, yeah, you know what? Maybe I'm going to go ahead and make this a reusable. So if I want to grab this later, and let's put it down here. So to do that, we're going to go into Logic, grab a container, select reusable, and let's just call this float tree. I'm going to change this to red actually because I like that red. And do we have another dark one? We have a dark purple. That does not look cool. And this, Yeah. Okay. Float tree. That's the name. And now we just put these in there, inside. Come on, light up. Is this connected to anything? Let's make sure. Yeah, this is just a basic object. Oh, there we go. Get in there. Cool. Now let's hit show. And but to reusable. Cool. So now we have this set up. So somewhere along here, I just wanted to add, let's go over here. I wanted to add this. I could go like that. And as we can see, there it is. Great for reusable objects. And we have a exploding triangle. Oh yeah, I made an explode. That's right. So if we wanted to add some more exploding triangles, we can do it right here too. But what else? Maybe instead of exploding triangles, well, we need to work on some maps. So the first thing I want is this jump is, I don't say easy, but well, let's test it. Oh, I was not. Okay, so that I didn't make it. Okay. So on this jump, I kind of want to make, I wonder if we can add an effect for this ramp. Okay, let's do this. Let's grab one of these. And all I'm doing really is just adding simple effects to the objects, because I know how to do this. We have collision trigger. The character is blue. So if, oh wait, no, this object, if trigger with group blue, and we can change visual color. Well, let's see what visual slot. So this is visual slot A. We can change here, visual slot A to, we need to know the name of the color. Let's change it to crystal blue or crystal red. Let me make sure we're still on TikTok. And okay, cool. Start working. Let's do crystal red. Oh, no. On collision, visual, interior slot. Crystal, let's try crystal blue. Try it out. I'm not sure if I wanted to change a color for like a second, or just completely change colors. And I gotta be able to make the jump first, I think. Oh, we can change the icon button too. Oh, it didn't change. And angle is all okay. On collision, visual slot output changes. Okay, I gotta make the jump. That's kind of a bare minimum. And that was too much. I mean, I'm pretty impressed at the airtime. Okay. I think I'm gonna make that a reusable object. But you know what? Let's visual slot change, and then let's add an interval as well. And we'll just make it point here on the interval, execute on, turning the interval on. So interval's off, and then we'll make it like 0.2, 0.15. So and then after physical material slot, and let's try crystal red. Now I wanna, now if this looks cool, I'm gonna turn it into a reusable object and we're putting it everywhere. And I also wanna, oh, well, let's do one thing at a time. I get overwhelmed when I try to do multiple things. Oh, okay, so that you saw that it like changed. So these are all red. So I'm gonna change the ground for everything. Let's grab this. And let's go ahead and grab a reusable object or container, I'm sorry. Container. And we're gonna call this road. Yeah, and it's gonna be a reusable, and we're gonna put this to get in there. Yes. And now go to reset view. And now I can take this button and we're gonna make the button visible. And touch area is full screen. And then we're gonna add text. Move it over here. Yeah, I find, and I mentioned this in my other stream earlier today, but I think it's worth mentioning again because for me, you know, we all have to find what workflow works best for us. And I find that once I've been like in the thick of it for an hour or two, that's when I just start to move quickly. And yeah, that's, I mean, It would be great if every time I sat down, I just was like in the zone, making cool stuff happen. But the truth is it takes time for me, and I think that's just because I get in my own way. I create obstacles for myself that don't exist, and once I've been sitting behind my iPad or whatever for an hour or two, I let all that go, and I just kind of just get to creating stuff. Um, tap. See, tap to go. Tap to go. Yeah, go. And I can also add smoke particles, I think. So right now I'm just trying to add instructions. A tap to move. And I kind of wish, so don't always face. Okay. So let me grab. So what I'm trying to do is move the text in a better angle, but because it doesn't have a rotate. It doesn't have a rotate. What I can do is grab a cube and glue the text to the cube, and then I can rotate the cube. Oh, no, it didn't move. Sometimes it works. Yeah, you see? Which this is what I want. Tap to go. And then, okay, we need to move this more over here. And then maybe definitely some smoke particles coming out. But the issue with the smoke particles is if the vehicle does a flip, the smoke particles will be coming from the back. So how can we set up the smoke particle so it's always behind no matter how the vehicle flips? Well, let's first add the smoke particle. Step 1. Figure out step 1 before you figure out step 2. So let's do this here. And maybe, no, we don't want dust. So let's just, I'm just going to glue it here. And we can see how it looks. No, that's not what we want. Okay, let's go to assets, type in effects, and we want like a dust trail. Perfect. Delete, and let's attach that here. Okay, so we see the dust trail, so that's great. But sometimes it's gonna flip. And now the dust trail is in the front, which is what I was hoping to avoid. So we don't want scale with object. Maybe a joint. Maybe negative that was negative x. We want z, negative. So positive 2. But again, if the vehicle flips, yeah, this is a tricky one. I'm not sure if I'll be able to find a solution. Maybe the solution is to just put the particle in the middle, so no matter which way it goes, it looks good. That's a pretty good solution. What is up with this arrow? Okay. Let's move it here. Then we can just mess with the effects. What is this one called? Dust Trail. Change the name. Call it Smoky Smoke. Good enough for me. Smoky Smoke. And I want more particles. Let's make size a little bit bigger too. Let's go 4. Yeah. And let's put this bad boy in the middle. So the middle, 0, 0, 0. Wait, select the particle. Am I selecting the particle? I can't tell. Okay, and then let's do 0, 0, 0. Boom. So it's not great. Oh. I gotta move that. That would be cooler. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm looking at it the wrong way. Way too close or way too inside. And why? All right. Fix that. Snapping, free movement, like that. Maybe I could just have 2 particles. Let's pick this one here. I mean, that looks great. It's just if the dude does a flip, it doesn't look great. So what can we do? I mean, I feel like I need to use like a hinge or something. But I don't know how to use hinges, so that's kind of a problem. I mean, maybe I don't need to know how to use it. I can just hit this button, check out the wiki.hypehype, creates a hinge-like joint between two objects. The first object A will determine the position of the joint, but it can be offset. Yeah, I don't really want to do research right now. There's a time for experimenting, and then there's a time for just doing stuff. So I'm just gonna do stuff, and to start out, let's go ahead and grab this road, and we're just gonna slowly. This is X. X of 7.6, Y of 4. Right, let's do this. Oh, these are single planks. Okay, you know what? Let's do that too. Let's grab a single plank, duplicate it, move it over here, go in. Love using the fingers, and we'll do the same thing we did before with that other plank. Let's grab a container. Where's the container? Container. Select reusable. Call it single plank. So, and then we take it and put it in there. Okay, hit show. We're going red, blue, red, blue. So we'll make this crystal red. Physical, I mean, static is good. Ground, collision trigger. Interval 0.2 seconds. 0.25 is fine. Collision trigger with the blue group, which is the main character. Set that visual material slot A, and we want crystal blue. Yep. And then, you know, on collision end, we might not even need the interval. We're at crystal red. Okay, let's try this and select the container, duplicate, create new instance. Okay. I mean, these pieces of wood look cooler because they have imperfections. Oh wait, this is a single. Let's get in here. Do free movement. Got the multiple planks, and we got the single plank. There we go. Oh, sticking out a little bit too much. And we go to here, hit hide, hit edit. Okay, what we want. And get rid of the interval and on collision end. Visual material slot A. Crystal red. Okay. Go reset view, go back to the beginning. And now we're just gonna be pulling that from the side over here. And yeah, let's do it. I'm like, I'm scared because sometimes you can't go back. Let's save it. Let's save it. There we go. I mean, HypeHype's good at saving. Oh, and I need to add, save. This is for the next level gym that is due today. So I'm going to try to work on this. I'm going to go eat dinner in a little bit. But this is due tomorrow, next level. And yeah, so basically the deadline is end of day today. And this to me, I made a Super Meat Boy levels. That was fun. And I just thought that was a great hype. So I wanted to add more levels. But this one I think is also super fun. But this one's almost more fun because I don't know. I just enjoy the process of making games, I guess. Okay, save as draft. Yeah. And I can't save it. Oh crap. Or it's the internet. Are we out? Are we the internet gone? No, the internet seems to be here. Why can't I save it? Oh, because I just saved it maybe? So let's go here, hit delete, delete, delete. Okay, first of all, what size is this? It's 0.15. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go here. Hide, edit, go here, size 0.15. That way, every time we take it out from the side, it's the perfect size. Otherwise, we're gonna have to resize it every single time, and I don't want to do that. Let's try 0.16 just to be safe. And then we should do the same for the single plank. Oh, I mean, this one's decent. This one was close to the actual size. So let's grab here and look at that. It should be, yep, it is a good size. And we want the X coordinate about 7.4. Let's move it like that. Cool. And from here, we can just hit duplicate. Yeah, that looks good. We got a single plank here, which we will replace with our multicolor single plank. Let's grab it, delete. It's important to stretch your neck when you're making games, for sure. Duh. Okay, look at that size. It looks good. And we want to zoom in. I love moving around in 3D worlds. Yeah, let's move this down a little bit like this. And I'm gonna flip that around. Yeah, so you can see there's some more like just like images, dents on the word. So we actually need this to be a little bit more higher up. Yeah, and then let's duplicate that. Another way to tell that these objects are reusable is you can see the green outline on these. So let's go ahead and delete that, and we're gonna try to get these up in the air. X of